Second only to cockroaches.
Catastrophic damage in a matter of seconds. And it's that trail of destruction that is used to determine the tornado's rating. It's called the Enhanced Fujita Scale, or EF scale. And today, all the ingredients are coming together for some big storms. Let's take a look outside. Trouble is already brewing.
Looks like shit.
We've got a tornado warning for that cell right there.
That tornado tearing this town down is doing it a favor.
Need to get to your safe place to ride.
There's one church.
Wow, take a look at this.
Oh, it's not a church.
Incredible.
It's a gas station and a church, I guess.
We've got rotation going on at the base here. All right, a lowering of that base. We call this a supercell, by the way. A rotating thunderstorm is a supercell.
Can't say I've seen that, Tyler, but I'll look.
But this one's got a chance. We're watching this base. It's lowering. Almost looks like there's a funnel starting to appear.
This is underwhelming. When does the action come? Oh, yeah.
The ground
Whoa.
looks more like a flipped or rolled. Roofs severely damaged here, and there can be extensive power outages. Jeez, that was
Wow. All this just for a little Weather Channel segment?
Power lines are going to fall, sometimes like dominoes, just like you see here. You got to clear these, even if they don't appear to be live. They're still extremely dangerous. The ground may be energized around the pole. All right?
This CGI looks pretty fucking good.
Where I am, you're way too close. Way too close.
Who did they hire for this? The Marvel VFX team?
This tornado, because it's still moving toward us, and from what I'm hearing from the Doppler on wheels, it is still intensifying. They're getting winds now 111 to 135.
The entire show's budget for the whole year went into this segment.
All right, if they can find the damage that is equal to that.
Thanks to the gift sub wizard and the resub Yon.
A mobile home, but completely destroy it. Tear off complete roofs and send debris through the air like missiles. Jeez.
Wow.
How are you going to get out of the way of that thing? This is exactly why we need you away from all the exterior walls, because debris flying through the air like that leads to so many injuries.
Thanks to the resub algebraic.
Tornadoes. We're still under a tornado warning. The twister is now more than likely producing EF3 damage. Doppler winds exceed.
So with a tornado, you're not supposed to like try and dodge it, right? You're supposed to just stay put.
Large structures and destroying well-constructed homes, like this one that we brought into the studio. Roof's gone. The only thing left in this house are a few interior rooms. All right. The safest place in this house is the central bathroom. This is the lowest level that you should be in if you don't have a shelter that is below ground. Put as many walls between you and the outside that you can. And remember, when you go to take cover, grab a helmet, grab a sturdy pair of shoes, because you have to walk outside after the tornado, and that presents all kinds of new hazards. Clearly, an EF3 is life-threatening. Thank goodness.
Do they have to walk outside after the tornado? Couldn't they just not do that?
The problem is, that's exactly what we're seeing here. The mobile Doppler radar now detecting winds in excess of 180 miles per hour.
Ooh.
That is likely EF4 damage. I mean, look at the funnel. You can't even see it from edge to edge. This type of tornado is pulverizing everything in its path.
Except that American flag.
Thrown into the air and carried several hundred feet.
Because that'd be unpatriotic. Whoa!
Jeez, you gotta be kidding me. Look at this. This beat up 3,000-pound car. It was lofted by the tornado and tossed around like that piece of wood that we saw earlier. It could have come from a mile away. It's mangled. We got gasoline leaking out. That's even creating more hazards. You know, it's not unusual for tornadoes to displace.
We need a way to beat tornadoes. When the fuck can we finally make an impact on tornadoes? Like, we can kill everything on the planet except hurricanes and tornadoes?
200 miles from
I don't accept that.
Surely this tornado is lofting objects up and centrifuging them out. It means business, and believe it or not, it is actually getting stronger. Look at how massive this thing is. This is called a wedge tornado because it is wider than it is tall.
Wow, Jesus Christ. I don't like this. I don't like being in there. Take us out. Reverse the car.
Yeah, they're starting to flicker now. We're about to get
Man, this is a fucking full-on production.
I'm taking shelter now.
He actually just gets tossed across the room and just fucking explodes. Good God! Wow, that's intense.
I made my way into the Weather Channel safe room.
There's just mangled corpses all around him.
It may be a bathroom. It may be an interior closet. Somewhere where you are at the farthest distance on the first floor from the outside walls. I mean, listen to what's going on out there. Listen to that. Those are big objects. Maybe the roof is being torn off. We don't know. But I've got a helmet. I've got a sturdy pair of shoes because you got to walk out of here. Take a deep breath before you emerge from your safe room because you're not going to believe what you're going to see, especially with what we hear going on outside. Here's the deal. I'm going to stay with you guys as long as I possibly can until...
Is he in an elevator right now? I can't imagine an elevator is the optimal position to be in.
Utter destruction. A sea of destruction as this area took a direct hit while we were away in our storm shelter. I mean, this is terrible. Homes completely wiped off their foundation here. Asphalt ripped
God,
up
the
from
production
ground.
on this is wild.
What street that we're on here, even automobiles stripped of their paint. We can still smell gas.
We still got the American flag, though.
Since we're here, this is a hazardous situation. So even though the tornado is passed, for you and your family and your pets, make sure that you recognize this. We have huge pieces of debris, sharp edges all over the place, nails, 2x4s with nails that are sticking up out of the ground. Be careful where you walk once you emerge from the tornado shelter. This is classic EF5 damage. People's lives have been changed forever. And although rare, these types of tornadoes and this type of destruction are a reality for this country. Think back to Moore, Oklahoma.
Let's find a way to beat them.
Missouri of recent.
What about
Tuscaloosa, Alabama, strong EF4 there.
we shoot
Complete
it
towns can be wiped
a
off the
lot
map, like Greensburg,
in the
Kansas,
opposite direction that it's
in May of
spinning?
2007. No one in America is safe from the threat of a tornado, even in the winter. You need to have a plan that's communicated with your family and acted upon when you're under a tornado warning. You won't know the EF rating.
Wait a minute, was this fake?
Is done. So be prepared for
What?
any tornado, no matter what the size or the EF rating.
That was fucking crazy. That production was wild. Why are we just standing here? Oh. They must have rendered it out a little too long. Jesus, another one! Good lord, it's coming in again!
You're out on the highway.
Get out of there, lady!
With a massive tornado. This is
Run!
scary. It's bearing down on you. What should you do? This is not a good position to be in, and every situation will be different. But there are a few options that can help.
Man, she is super small.
You know
Like,
you
she
can
barely
safely
reaches a
drive away
car's
from the tornado
tire
or
as it
get
goes
to a
by.
nearby underground shelter or
Why is
sturdy
she so
building.
short?
Do that. Do not try and outrun a tornado. Tornadoes can move at over 60 miles an hour, and their path can be unpredictable with strong winds far from the funnel.
Yeah, but cars
This
can
is
drive at
especially
100
true for
miles per hour.
semi-trucks. The large surface area of the trailer makes it easier for strong winds to loft the vehicle into the air. If the tornado is about to hit and there's a ditch on the side of the road and deep enough to protect you from flying debris, pull completely off the road, move away from your vehicle, lie down flat on the ground, and cover your head.
What?
If you decide to stay in your car, keep your
Would that
seatbelt on,
actually do
keep the
anything?
engine running so airbags
If it can
deploy,
launch cars,
and
wouldn't it
cover
launch
your
a
head.
person?
Duck below the windows to protect yourself from glass.
Wouldn't you want to, like,
Now,
hide
admittedly,
under the
both of those
car,
options
maybe?
are scary, so you might be tempted to park underneath an overpass, but this is not a good idea. Winds accelerate under the overpass, bringing dangerous flying debris. And if you climb higher up the sides of the overpass, you will be exposed to higher winds and more flying debris. They act like missiles. This is what injures and kills
Be
people
careful.
most in tornadoes. A single piece of wood flying around in a tornado can have the same energy as detonating a gram of TNT. And there are thousands of
Jesus, she just took a direct hit.
So before you hit
God,
the
she's
road,
eating all of it.
plan your day around the timing of the storms. Give yourself a buffer to be in or nearby safe shelter because you want to have the advantage on severe weather days.
That's what I was thinking, Taco.